Hello everyone. Now let us see one more numerical for the board plot. According to the numerical, we want to draw the magnitude plot for given open loop transfer function, and we want to determine the value of k for the gain crossover frequency to be 5 radian per second. So according to the numerical, we have open loop transfer function in time constant form, or given transfer function is already in time constant form, so no need to rewrite given transfer function in time constant form. So we have g of s in time constant form, it is ks square divided by 1 plus 0.2 s 1 plus 0.02 s. If you remember, in last video I told you standard transfer function according to k 1 plus s t1 1 plus st2 divided by s to the power n 1 plus stb 1 plus stb and so on. But here we don't have s to the power n in denominator polynomial. We have s to the power 2 in numerator polynomial. So it is also possible. Now in second step, we will calculate equivalent sinusoidal transfer function by putting s equal to j omega. So we have g of j omega equal to k j omega power 2 divided by 1 plus 0.2 j omega 1 plus 0.02 j omega. So to draw the magnitude plot, here we will assume that k equal to 1. So first we have to define different factors. First factor we have j omega power 2. It will define two zeros at s equal to 0 or two zeros at the origin. Second factor we have 1 over 1 plus 0.2 j omega. It will define pole at s equal to minus 5. And the third term we have 1 over 1 plus 0.02 j omega. It will define a pole at s equal to minus 50. Now let us see how we can define corner frequencies for different terms or for different factors. So for first factor j omega power 2, there is no corner frequency because there is no time constant. For second term, means for 1 over 1 plus 0.2 j omega, we have corner frequency 1 over 0.2, or you can say 5 radian per second. Suppose it is omega c1. Similarly, for third factor, we have corner frequency 1 over 0.02 means 50 radian per second, suppose omega c2. So we have two corner frequencies, first 5 radian per second, second 50 radian per second. Now let us see how we can define the magnitude table. First column will define different terms, second will define corner frequency for each term, third will define slope in dB per decade, and last will define change in slope in dB per decade. So here we have first term j omega power 2. Second term we have 1 over 1 plus 0.2 j omega. Third term we have 1 over 1 plus 0.02 j omega. If we see the transfer function, we can say first term j omega power 2, because in denominator we don't have any s term or any j omega term, and we are assuming k is 1. That's why first term becomes j omega power 2. Second term becomes 1 over 1 plus 0.2 j omega. Third term becomes 1 over 1 plus 0.02 j omega. we can consider term so that we can easily calculate the slope. And you know, we can calculate the slope if we are able to define a single pole or single zero, or you can say two poles or two zeros at particular location, or you can say complex pole or complex zero. That's why here first term we have j omega power 2, second term we have 1 over 1 plus 0.2 j omega, third term we have 1 over 1 plus 0.02 j omega. Now let us see in magnitude table. In magnitude table, corner frequency, for first term we don't have any corner frequency. For second term we have corner frequency 5 radian per second, already we calculated. For third term we have corner frequency 50 radian per second, already we calculated. Now let us see how we can define slope. For first term, you can say you have two zeros at the origin. That's why we have slope 40 dB per decade, because already I told you for single zero we have slope 20 dB per decade, but here we have two zeros at origin. That's why we have slope 40 dB per decade. And for second term we have slope minus 20 dB per decade, because second term will define pole, single pole at s equal to minus 5. That's why we have slope minus 20 dB per decade. For third term we have slope minus 20 dB per decade, because third term will also define pole, single pole at s equal to minus 50. Now let us see how we can define the change in slope. Now for first we cannot define. For second term we have a change in slope 40 plus minus of 20 means 20 dB per decade. And for third term we have a change in slope 20 plus minus of 20 means 0 dB per decade. Now let us see how we can define lowest frequency and highest frequency. So we have a first corner frequency 5 radian per second. So lowest frequency must be less than 5 radian per second. Here I am considering 1 radian per second. You can consider any value less than 5 radian per second. Highest frequency, here I am considering 100 radian per second. Means highest frequency must be greater than 50 radian per second, because it is a second corner frequency. You can consider any value more than 50 radian per second. Here I am considering 100 radian per second, so that calculation will become simple. So we have first frequency, second frequency, third frequency and fourth frequency. Now let us see how we can define magnitude for each frequency. So first we will define magnitude at omega L, means at 1 radian per second, with the help of formula 20 log 10 base first term. In magnitude table we have first term j omega power 2. Let us put omega equal to 1, and you know magnitude of j 1, that's why we have 20 log 10 base 1 means 0 dB. Similarly we can calculate magnitude at omega equal to omega c1, that means at 5 radian per second, with the help of same formula 20 log 10 base magnitude of j omega square. Here we have omega equal to 5, so we have answer 28 dB. Similarly, we can calculate magnitude at omega equal to omega c2, means at 50 radian per second, with the help of formula change in slope between omega c1 to omega c2 into log of omega c2 to omega c1 plus magnitude at previous frequency. So with the help of magnitude table, already we calculated change in slope between omega c1 to omega c2. It is 20 dB per decade. So we have answer for magnitude at 50 radian per second. It is 48 dB. Now let us see magnitude at highest frequency. magnitude at highest frequency. We can calculate magnitude at highest frequency with the help of previous formula. That means change in slope between omega c2 to omega h into log of omega h to omega c2 plus magnitude at previous frequency. And from magnitude table we already calculated change in slope between omega c2 to omega h. We have 0 dB per decade. So we have magnitude at 100 radian per second. It is a 48 dB. Now let us see how we can define the magnitude plot. For magnitude plot on horizontal scale, we will consider frequency in radian per second or log omega. On vertical scale, we will assume magnitude in dB. Reference will define 0 dB line. On y-axis, we will consider 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 according to the magnitude or according to the numerical. On minus y-axis, we will consider minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40 according to the numerical or according to the scale. And here I am considering one block on y-axis equal to 10 dB. Now let us define frequency on the horizontal scale. First we have 1, then you can assume 5, 10, 50, 100. On semi-log paper you can easily define. Now let us mark magnitude at 1 radian per second, it is 0 dB. Let us mark magnitude at 5 radian per second, it is 28 dB. Suppose this will define 28 dB. Let us mark magnitude at 50 dB. We have 48. Let us mark magnitude at 50 radian per second. It is 48 dB. Now mark magnitude at 100 radian per second. It is 48 dB. After that we will join all points according to the scale. So we have magnitude plot. But if you see the magnitude plot, you will find that magnitude plot does not intersect the 0 dB line. That means we cannot define the gain crossover frequency. But according to the numerical, we have gain crossover frequency 5 radian per second. And according to 5 radian per second, we want to determine the value of k. In a numerical, we will consider k equal to 1. So this is my original plot, or you can say magnitude plot for DC gain equal to 1. So to define gain crossover frequency 5 radian per second, we will shift the magnitude plot in downward direction by 28 dB, because at 5 radian per second we have magnitude 28 dB. So if we will shift magnitude plot in downward direction by 28 dB, magnitude plot will intersect the 0 dB line on omega equal to 5 radian per second, and this value of omega will define gain crossover frequency. So dotted will define a new plot. Dotted will define a new plot, or you can say plot to achieve gain crossover frequency equal to 5 radian per second. Now let us see how we can calculate k. We know magnitude in dB is given by 20 log 10 base k. It is minus 28. Why I am considering minus 28? Because we are shifting the plot in a downward direction by 28 dB. So we have minus 28. If we will simplify this, we have k equal to 0.03. So this is required value of k. Required value of k to achieve omega gc equal to 5 radian per second. And here according to the numerical, just we want to draw the magnitude plot. So here I think no need to draw the phase plot. So इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है जहाँ पर आपको k पूछा जाएगा, बट आपको एक पैरामीटर गिवन होगा, आप पैरामीटर के अकॉर्डिंग k की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. इन स्टार्टिंग के आपको 1 एज्यूम करना है, उसके बाद आपको प्लॉट ड्रॉ करना है, दैन फिर पर्टिकुलर पैरामीटर को अचीव करने के लिए प्लॉट को शिफ्ट करना है, मे बी इन अपवर्ड और इन डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन. आफ्टर दैट you can define easily the value of k according to 20 log 10 base k equal to minus plus shifting parameter. So thank you.